You are looking at the successor of greatness right here. The brand new INT Hercule or Mr. Satan card, whatever you want to say. Dokkan has truly blessed us with greatness this time around. This Hercule card is what we all are hoping to pull tonight. Let me say this. Nothing from this banner that is dropping tonight, there will be nothing more exciting to me than taking this beast, this Hercule card, into Super Battle Road. That is what I'm looking to do. Look at this monster right here. I just want to take this beast into Super Battle Road. I cannot wait until this weekend to go ahead and test it out. So we're going to toss on the Ultra Instinct music, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the champ, the monster. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a super attack on this first rotation. That's okay. So we're on the Majin Buu arc team. This new Hercule card does have two categories. This, and then the World Tournament category. So, very obviously, the World Tournament category is not really too... how do I say it? You know, a proper category. So this is the best place to show this guy. But this Hercule card, he, like, legitimately, like, I'm going full meme for this. The title, best unit in the game. We got the Ultra Instinct theme playing. But he's actually really good. This Hercule card is actually very, very solid. He actually has a high chance to evade attacks, which y'all know I fucking love units that have that. And then he also reduces damage between 50 and 90%, depending on how low your HP is. 50% he reduces damage if you're at 100% HP, and then, you know, all the way up to 90%, depending on how low your health gets. So, he's going to be a very formidable card in any difficult mode. Like, his defense is very, very top-notch. Okay. Oh, yes. All right. Perfection right here. So, this is probably going to be pretty much the best rotation for this Hercule in terms of damage dealt right here. Thanks to the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman card giving a little bit of key. We're actually going to be able to get this done. This is why I'm so positive on the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman card. And I'll probably actually rainbow him on my account as well. I did get all the copies I needed of him from the World Tournament. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Definitely Hercule will tank it to 100 damage and the dodge. And this super attack, 600k damage is okay, considering the godly super attack he does. Yo, it's so good! Oh no! And Tien comes through! Yeah. Alright, so... Okay, that was good to see. So, that means... Hercule does have two different super attacks, and he just has... like a percentage that one of them will show up, like Gohan or something, huh? Because we saw both the Goku and Tien show up right there. I presume the Tien one is probably stronger, but I'm actually not too sure yet. Once the card is actually officially out and we're able to, you know, use them for a bit, I'll be able to figure out from there. But I would say, as of right now, I'm guessing that the Tien version is actually stronger. Now, this Hercule card is definitely also a card I would rainbow on my account too. I probably would definitely make sure to give him the 20 dodge as well. I know a lot of people just do not believe in the power of dodge, but dodge is just, it's a very incredible, like, it's a very incredibly powerful ability. Like, I feel as though people shy away from dodge way too much. And, like, the game is not all about damage anymore. Like, sure, at one time, damage, it's just about finishing the event as fast as possible. But I don't think that's a smart way to build your units, or build your teams, really. I just don't think so. Especially with, like, how, you know, the more difficult modes are, like, a big thing now. Does Mr. Satan have an extra link with Vegito? No, that's just Fierce Battle. That he has with Super Vegito right there. Can I? Okay, so I can get a super attack with both, actually. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Let's put Super Vegito to Super first. That'll give Mr. Satan a nice little attack buff. And then we also got the 50% buff from Physical Kid Buu. So yeah, our boy Mr. Satan, he's certainly not going to be hitting very hard. Like we don't want to count on him for damage, but he is maybe the best defensive unit in the game. I don't really think that's an exaggeration either. Like if you want to say, yeah, he's definitely a better defensive unit than Ultra Instinct Goku, no doubt about that. He can stun as well. So again, Super Battle Road, yeah, he has a medium chance to stun. That will be very, very helpful again in Super Battle Road. So I'm sure that the Buu Saga will give a lot of people troubles, right? That category stage might give some people some trouble. But this Mr. Satan card is going to be real good for that. I don't know. You know, it is the second largest category in the game after the Pure Saiyan category. And it just got so many cards added to it. Maybe, you know, a lot of people won't struggle with that category stage just because of how many units are actually there. Going back to if Mr. Satan is the best defensive unit in the game, yeah, UI Goku is nice when he transforms with the 70% chance to dodge, but he doesn't even have a defensive buff, let alone, you know, completely reduce damage by a percentage the way that Mr. Satan does. I also do rather like what's his name? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I think he is a tremendous defensive unit. You know, as you guys might have known, you know, I did a top 10 TUR and Dokkan list recently, and I did actually have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as number 1, just because of how much I love that unit. That 70% chance to dodge and counter super attacks is so powerful. All right, so there's Goku again. Yeah, based upon the fact that 3 of the 4 super attacks have been Goku, I'm presuming that Tien is the stronger character to appear and do damage there. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know, a base form Goku with like a Destructo Disc versus Tien coming through with the Kiko Ho. Makes sense that Tien's attack is a little harder. That is actually a moment from Dragon Ball Z too. A fantastic moment where Mr. Satan, he pulls the strap out, shoots at Buu, and like he kind of like looks away, and like Goku cuts him in half in the meantime, and then Mr. Satan looks back, he's like, "Oh, curse my strength! I'm too strong!" Yo, that shit was funny, man. Come on. They really just dropped an amazing Hercule or Mr. Satan card on us, because like he's just such a top tier defensive unit, man. Like seriously, you know, any Extreme Z Awakenings that require like the Majin Buu arc, he's gonna be a monster in. So you know, for what was that, Ultimate Gohans, I think Mr. Satan is going to be a fantastic unit for Ultimate Gohan's EZA. You know, using him, I might be able to get a lot further than I originally was able to before. We can get a super attack. Okay, good. I want to try and get as many super attacks with him as possible, because I want to see more of what is likely. Oh, we're going to get a Dokkan attack with him too. Yes. That's good, because Hirudegarn will not be able to dodge a Dokkan attack. But I want to get a little bit more of a look at what appears to be the stronger version of his attack, either Tien or Goku. Alright, so let's see what our boy is sitting at right here. There's Tien, okay, with the Kiko Ho. Yo, it's the second cut, like, showing him when he's like, "Oh, curse my power." That's that's what really does it for me, man. I mean, I feel like he could be pretty good in Dokkan Battlefield too, but like usually Dokkan Battlefield fights don't last that long. Nah, you know what? He really is going to be useful in Dokkan Battlefield. Like, the more I think about it, especially because I know people who are not like mega ultimate uber gigantic whales, like, you know, a unit like him, this Mr. Satan card, is probably going to come in very valuable for something like Super Battle Road. Because, again, he should be summonable on the banner tonight, on the SCR Super Boo banner. So I'm sure a lot of people will pull Mr. Satan in the future unfeatured from banners, right? That's usually what happens with units like this. Like, you know, a lot of people would eventually pull, like, you know, Kefla unfeatured from the banners, or Caulifla, Kale, Android 21. You know, there are pretty good units that are unfeatured in banners now, whereas I remember, you know, I don't know, about a year ago, there wasn't a lot of really good units unfeatured. I guess a very small number. Alright, so I guess just in the interest of trying to speed things up a little bit here, we'll have Physical Super Vegito go first. And okay, we'll be able to get a super attack with our boy Mr. Satan again. I will never, ever, 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 ever get tired of seeing this Mr. Satan super attack, by the way. Let me pull out the 45. You know? Yo, that shit is so good. Dokkan really coming in clutch and giving us exactly what we are looking for in a card, yo. And the card art too, like, it's just, it's such a goofy card. I do like it, because really, I mean, LR Mr. Satan, I think, is actually kind of an underrated card. I feel like people think he's trash when he is most definitely not. So, like, you know, this does continue a pattern of us actually getting, like, fairly useful or decent Mr. Satan cards. I feel like the Fat Boo who's coming out is also pretty good. Really, this is a pretty good batch of units overall. You know, we have the Tech Supreme Kai, who should be farmable, who's going to be very, very good. We have two new Western Supreme Kais. I'm not sure completely if both of them are farmable, or if one is a summonable unit, but both of them are pretty good. One of them is very, very good. You know, we have the SCR Fat Boo Awakens, and he's a pretty useful unit. He is an AoE unit. He is an orb changer as well. Like, I think he's going to come in very handy for things like world tournaments. I think he could be a very capable sidekick for LR Broly in world tournament play. Like, LR Broly, you know, global players soon are going to get to this point as soon as Blue Vegeta finally comes out. I don't know what's taken Blue Vegeta so long, but, like, he's definitely coming. But once he shows up on global, Pure Saiyan teams will start to become, honestly, from what I've seen, it seems like they're pretty much the most run team. There's still a lot of revived warriors, but people really run Pure Saiyans in the World Tournament because you have LR Broly and LR Majin Vegeta on there. And LR Majin Vegeta, as well as the Blue Evolution Vegeta, both of those units are able to survive attacks from LR Broly. Like, my LR Broly is rainbowed. He gets both super attacks off in the World Tournament, and Blue Vegeta, they're able to completely survive it. So, you know, having the Fat Boo there to kind of be like a secondary unit, kind of like a cleanup option, I think would be very, very good for many teams. So, that Fat Boo is going to be very helpful. This is one reason I always tell people not to really Baba units, too. You never know which card is going to get a pretty good or decent awakening and actually be, like, really useful. And that Fat Boo, I think, is a perfect example, because his card before, he was not spectacular by any means. But now he's going to be actually fairly decent. And Hirudegarn, this is the most trouble I've had with Hirudegarn in a very long time. Like, he is actually dodging literally everything. I feel like it's because usually when I'm going through Hirudegarn nowadays, like, you know, once you hit him once, he gets nearly one-shotted. But this fucker is dodging, like, he's had to have dodged over 20 counters from Physical Vegito at this point. So we're definitely dragging on a little bit, but we only have to hit him one more time, and he actually will lose his dodging ability. Wow, that's embarrassing. Not being able to finish off Hirudegarn before his abilities go away. Oh, no! But this turn, Again, all we got to do is hit him once, Super Vegito, and then we'll be able to finish him off. So I am planning on doing a stream tonight, by the way, when the Super Boo banner goes live. I don't know how deep I'm going to go on the banner yet. Super Boo is not impressive enough for me to really want to chase the rainbow on him, especially with how how annoying the LR Goku and Frieza summons became. Like, that was a stress, a strain. So I'm probably not going to rainbow Super Boo. I think I'll probably get just one copy of all the cards on the banner, and then that's probably where I will plan on stopping the stream tonight, just to get those. Because, like, you know, Boo, here's the thing. Sure, it's very fun to, like, rainbow units on their first banner, but then, you know, they're going to come back on a second banner and a third banner and a fourth banner, and it's like, uh-oh, you know. So, like, way off in the future, you know, they'll release some new, you know, really powerful Dokkan Festival exclusive, and that's where I can pick up the dupe copies of, like, the Super Boo right there. So I probably will chill out this time, but then again, I also did say the same thing going into the LR Goku and Frieza banner, and then, you know, 12,000 stones later, or whatever it is that I went, I ended up with a rainbow LR Goku and Frieza, so we'll see. But regardless, thanks y'all for watching. I do love this Mr. Satan card. Not really meant to deal damage whatsoever, but defensively, you are hard-pressed to find a better unit. He is right there at the top. High chance to dodge, along with at least 50% damage reduction. A monster top-tier defensive unit for sure.